I mean, since our last interview, the whole Drake and Kendrick thing happened.
Yeah.
And obviously you and Drake are close. I assume you and Kendrick don't really know each other.
Well, yeah, I don't know him, but I'm OVO to the death.
Right.
Like,
so when you saw that go down and the way it ultimately, I think, ended with Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl, what did you think?
I gotta say I still stand with Drake on the he cheated part because that's crazy. Beat me fair and square, nigga. Don't use no bots. Don't use no fake shit. Don't use like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I feel like they not gonna give them access and give them okay to that case. Like they just like a week ago they just gave them access to go deeper in and look like some shit like that. So I feel like Drake gonna come out on top of that part because once they see like, oh yeah, half of that shit was fake. Like, yeah, it's like, so the world we live in now, if I was to drop a song today with some professional ass looking bots on it and I do 1 million views or I'm dissing a nigga or whatever, that's gonna make other people dick rags and be like, oh shit, 600 Breezy did 1 million views in a day. Let me see why everybody else liked the shit.
Right, but I mean, you can't deny that Not Like Us is a big song. This was not a song that nobody liked and the bots just, like for example, Tekashi 6ix9ine used to do this, right? Tekashi would drop a new music video and he would get 20 million views on YouTube and it wouldn't even be on the Spotify charts at all. So I'm like,
right?
okay, I get it. You are paying, it's not even bots, it's like advertising. You could pay for ads, right? And the ads will push traffic towards your videos. So, but when you pay on one platform and not another platform, it's not going to react the same on both platforms. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's paying for ads to get these music videos big. But the fact that it's not on Spotify at all means that it's not organically a song that people like. They're just being pushed to the song because he's paying for it. Not Like Us was a song that I think everybody liked.
See,
I mean, not everybody, but I'm saying the whole world, I think, embraced that song more so than any of the songs that Drake dropped during the beef.
Because it was dancey, it was catchy, it was, and then we in a time where people are like falling back to the, LA and the West Coast had they like 90s days and shit like that. So it's like they starting to take heed back to the LA bounce sound, so in a heated war of music and shit like that, like they was basically having like a conflict of art, songs. Drake didn't have a dancey, bouncy song like out of that catalog, like not even that drop. Like it's not. His songs wasn't that what that one song was. That one song was a party song. That one song was a kid song. That one song was a catch everybody ear song type shit. Like me personally, I didn't like it. I know a lot of people in the Midwest don't like it. Every time we got tired of hearing it, like they overplayed it so much, it was like turn that shit off. I was like, but I understand it and I get it because that shit, it sounded like some old school West Coast shit.
Yeah.
Like that was heavy and big, like records like Ice Cube and them used to make and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he really did it for the West Coast with that. I can give him that. Like, I'm not a hater at all, so I can give him that. He did it for the West Coast with that song. Like
Look, I mean, me personally, and I've said this before, like, I'm a fan of both these guys. I don't really know Drake. We've talked a couple times in passing. Me and Kendrick, once again, talked a couple times in passing. I don't have a dog in this fight either way. Me personally, the song I listened to the most was Family Matters. Where they were crushing the van, like that video. Yeah. I just thought the way the beats switched up and the way he was spitting on the beats, I just, like musically, I like that song the best, but I can understand the impact of Not Like Us. And look, I think both people lied along the way, made up stuff about the other person. Drake was saying that Kendrick's baby wasn't his, and then Kendrick said that Drake's a pedophile. And, there's no proof of either one of these things being true. So you can't say that one lied more than the other. I think they both kind of embellished the truth. But then Drake filed a lawsuit, and they're saying, there's a rumor that was going around, they're saying that Universal is trying to settle with him for $250 million.
Because I just said because he won that. Y'all cheated me, nigga. You didn't beat me. It's like It's like Kendrick coming into a fight with brass knuckles and Drake just bare fist. No matter if Drake hit harder or he's a bigger head, whatever. If Kendrick catch him the right way with them brass knuckles, his ass is out. And that's what happened. You cheated to win this fight. Nobody knew you cheated to win this fight.
I don't know if
so
he
I'm
cheated,
going,
man. I know Drake is your man, and you're gonna ride for him. I respect it.
But no, if you just said it, Vlad. If they are trying to settle out for $250 million,
yeah,
Drake won.
Listen, you could get on the Super Bowl and call me a pedophile for $250 million. Okay, whoever wants to do that, I'm cool with it. Pay me $250 and do the Super Bowl and do a whole song about me being a pedophile. I'm cool with that.
But it's
so ultimately, I mean, it's such a huge amount of money that, I mean, you could say that he won.
$250 million. They was like, all right, we don't want $250 million. Just
$250 million. I mean, that's more than I think both songs or all the songs that Beef generated put together.
For sure. More than the Super Bowl, all that shit.
Yeah.
$250 million.
$250 million.
Yeah.
$250 million.
$250 million.
I mean, listen, Drake will be the winner if he gets that. All right, I'll just say it.
Yeah, because that means that it was right. It was that he cheated. He proved.
Well. Okay.
That
as someone who's been through a lot of lawsuits, I think I'm going through one right now. Last I checked, you got to understand that sometimes these settlements don't necessarily mean that someone's guilty. Mm. Sometimes there's insurance that'll come in and just pay, so you don't have to deal with it. Mm. And sometimes, like for example, I think what's happening in the Universal system is that they're worried that as this lawsuit progresses and Drake gets more and more discovery, which means that he'll get access to private files, to emails, to back-end systems.
More access, yeah.
I think it's going to expose a bunch of stuff that Universal doesn't want the world to see. So they're just trying to pay him to go away. Okay, we don't want to expose this, so here, take this money so we can keep doing business as usual, and we'll make it up later on. That's what I think is happening, but then again, who knows? I'm not part of this lawsuit. I don't know any of the lawyers. I don't know Drake.
If Drake win, he won, man. If they give him that money, he won this fair score. In my eyes, he won.
$250 million is just
that's crazy.
An incomprehensible amount of money.
That's
right
crazy.
Now.
They would have started like, yeah, we give you 10, 20 million or some shit like that. No, 250. They ready to settle for $250 million. Drake can't be wrong here.
Yeah.
He can't be wrong here. He's going about it the right way. They could say, oh, they even like niggas in the streets, yeah, that's some police shit and what. No, what the fuck he supposed to do? Get on some gangster shit and start shooting at these niggas and shit and throw his life away? No.
I mean,
it's like he's basically like, hey, y'all feel like I lost and I don't feel like I lost. So let me go about it my way and prove to y'all that I didn't lose, because even what people still gonna say he lost even after the money. But niggas like me is, no, you won. Like,
oh, look, I don't see how anyone could be surprised at a Jewish guy suing. All right. At the end of the day. Okay, this is what we do.
That's racist, Vlad.
This is what we do. All right? This is what we do. Don't be all shocked, okay? Drake is Jewish, all right? I don't care, you know, how many cornrows he has or whatever. He's got a Jewish mom, all right? This is a Jewish kid.
Nigga Jewish.
He's Jewish.
A Jewish nigga. It's a hell of a combination.